Incoming transmission standby. Welcome to the Nod News Network. The court found Donald Trump guilty of fraud. Donald Trump and his family business have been charged with fraud in a civil lawsuit filed by New York Attorney General Letitia James, accusing the former U.S. president of grossly inflating his assets and net worth. The ruling was issued today by Judge Arthur Engoron of the New York State Court in Manhattan. Ms. James sued Mr. Trump in September 2022, accusing him and the Trump Organization of lying for a decade about his assets and net worth to get better terms on loans, banking, and insurance. She said Mr. Trump had inflated his net worth by as much as $2.23 billion, €2.1 billion, and, by one measure, by as much as $3.6 billion, €3.4 billion, in annual financial reports submitted to banks and insurance companies. The Attorney General said assets with inflated values included Mr. Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate in Florida, his penthouse in Trump Tower in Manhattan, and multiple office buildings, courtyards, and golf courses. Lawyers for Mr. Trump and the other defendants did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Mr. Engoron said Ms. James had established liability for the mispricing of several properties, including Mar-a-Lago and the penthouse, and criticized Trump for presenting defenses in a statement that is completely without merit legally or factually. He stated that if the asset value increased in the years after the financial statements were filed, that number was not inflated at that time. He also appears to be implying that the figures cannot be inflated because he was able to find a buyer from Saudi Arabia willing to pay his proposed price, Mr. Engoron wrote. The trial is scheduled for October 2 and could last until December. This has been the Nod News Network, transmission complete.